and management. In this chapter, we will learn about crop production and management. Agriculture, the practice of growing crops and rearing animals on a large scale for food, fiber, biofuel and other useful products to sustain life is known as agriculture. Agricultural practices. Cultivation of crops involves several activities undertaken by farmers over a period of time. These activities or tasks are referred to as agricultural practices. Common agricultural practices are as follows: preparation of soil, selection and sowing of seeds, addition of manure and fertilizers, irrigation, protection of crops from weeds, protection of crops from pests, harvesting, threshing and winnowing, storage. Preparation of soil. The preparation of soil is the first step of growing a crop. One of the most important tasks in agriculture is to turn the soil and loosen it. This allows the roots to penetrate deep inside the soil and breathe easily. The loosened soil then helps in the growth of earthworms and microbes present in the soil. These organisms are friends of farmers since they further turn and loosen the soil and add humus to it. The techniques used for preparing the soil before the seeds are sown are plowing and leveling. Plowing. The process of turning and loosening the soil is called tilling or plowing. Plowing is done by using wooden or iron plows that are either drawn by cattle or tractors. Leveling. The plowed field often has crumbs of soil that needs to be broken or crushed further to be suitably leveled before sowing seeds. This is achieved using a leveler. Selection and sowing of seeds. Farmers have to be very careful about the seeds they sow. The selected seed should be of good quality, healthy and disease-free. After the seeds have been selected, they need to be sown into the field. Sowing is the process of planting seeds in the prepared soil. Seeds can be sown by either broadcasting or by using a seed drill. Addition of manure and fertilizers. The substances which are added to the soil in the form of nutrients for the healthy growth of plants are called manure and fertilizers. Manure is organic substance obtained from the decomposition of plant and animal waste. Fertilizers are human-made chemical substances that are rich in particular nutrients. Fertilizers are produced in factories. The plant absorbs water with the help of roots. Along with water, minerals and fertilizers are also absorbed. To maintain the moisture of soil for healthy crop growth, fields have to be watered regularly. The supply of water to a crop at different intervals is called irrigation. Sources of irrigation are wells, tube wells, pond, lake, river, canal and dam. Traditional methods of irrigation. The various traditional ways of lifting water are moat, that is pulley system, chain pump, rahat, that is liver system, and dhekli. Although these methods are cheaper, but they are not very efficient. Pump is commonly used for lifting water. Biogas, electricity, diesel and solar energy are used to prepare these pumps. Modern methods of irrigation. Modern methods of irrigation help us to use water economically. The two modern and most economic methods of irrigation are sprinkler system and drip system. Protection of crops from weeds. In a field, many other undesirable plants grow naturally along with the crops. These undesirable plants are called weeds. The removal of weeds is called weeding. The best time for the removal of weed is before they produce flowers and seeds. Weeding is done with the help of a khurpi, harrow and hand fork. A seed drill is also used to uproot weeds. Protection of crops from pests. Crops had to be protected from being damaged by a variety of animals such as locusts, termites, and rodents. The chemical substances that are used to control and destroy the pests are called pesticides. These chemicals are sprayed with the help of sprayer or by a low-lying aircraft. The process of cutting the mature crop to gather grains is known as harvesting. Harvesting is either done manually by a sickle or by a machine called harvester. After harvesting, the grains need to be separated from the chaff. This process is called threshing. This is carried out with the help of a machine called combine, which are in fact a combined harvester and a thresher. Farmers with small holdings of land do the separation of grain and chaff by a process called winnowing. Storage. Once the crop is harvested, the grains have to be free from moisture and safe from insects, rats, and microorganisms. Presence of moisture promotes the microbial growth. Therefore, to prevent their spoilage from moisture, grains are first dried in sun and then packed in gunny bags or metallic bins to be stored in godowns. The large-scale storage of grains is done in silos and granaries. Let's summarize what we have learned. The practice of growing crops and rearing animals on a large scale for food, fiber, biofuel, and other useful products to sustain life is known as agriculture. 1. Several activities undertaken by farmers for cultivation of crops are referred to as agricultural practices. 2. It is necessary to prepare soil by tilling or leveling. Plows and levelers are used for this purpose. 3. Sowing is the process of planting seeds in the prepared soil. Seeds can be sown by either broadcasting or by using a seed drill. 4. Soil needs replenishment and enrichment through the use of organic manure and fertilizers. 5. Supply of water to crops at appropriate intervals is called irrigation. 6. Weeding involves removal of unwanted and uncultivated plants called weeds. 7. The chemical substances that are used to control and destroy the pests are called pesticides. 8. Harvesting is the cutting of mature crop manually or by machines. 9. Storage of grains is necessary to protect them from pests and microorganisms.